When all the world's cold, pull up a chair. When it gets rough out there, come have a beer. There will be bands with laughs, there will be news with views. We do it all for you. Watch AAA. You need distraction. Bring all your friends. Drop some donations. Stay till the end, where we all know your name. AAA. When all the shit gets old, come hang around. When you can't take the load, come put it down. There will be bands with laughs, there will be news with views. All of your friends here too at AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA. All of your friends here too, AAA.
Oh, yes! The dulcet tones of one Pinky Sam and the Bard, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand. And it's Monday, my dudes! Which means for the second time in the row, your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me! Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined by my colonial co-hosts and collaborators, the one-man dog pile, is Sinatra Says.
Yo.
And Peter the Dub is Polydub.
That's me. I'm here. Hello.
It is him! It's him!
It's the one and only.
We're blessed, the Polydub. My God, I have not been this excited since yesterday when Kim Jong-un showed up to my Jackbox stream. Yes, it happened. It was amazing. I beat him in a game and then my internet went off. So don't beat Kim Jong-un in games, ladies and gentlemen. He does not like it. Polly, how you going?
I'm doing all right, actually. I was
actually like. Some element of surprise to it right there. You know, oh, actually, weirdly.
Well, imagine how surprised I was.
Yeah.
You know, I only woke up 3 times while sleeping my maximum 6 hours last night. So, you know, I'm pretty well rested, all things considered.
Is that including, you woke up 3 times, is that including, like, when you woke up and got up?
No.
Right.
No, it's not.
Okay.
But are you one of those people that sleeps right through the night, you bastard? You
no.
Do that?
No, actually, I said to my mum the other day, I said, I've been sleeping suspiciously well for the past couple of days.
Yeah.
And I made up for that last night. I kept waking up, like, every, like, probably an hour and a half going, oh, I got to do this. Oh, no, right, yeah. Like
somebody told me that's a good idea to get rid of your, like, alarm clock. Like, any kind of visible clock. So when you wake up, you don't just look and see what time it is. So if you got problems waking, that's not true.
But what
you wake up and you wonder what
time
it is.
Yeah.
What? Right.
Am I late?
Yeah. It's a bad tactic, I can tell you from personal experience, because you just end up picking up your phone and looking, which is more a wake up experience than just looking. Yeah, you know.
I like a watch. You know, people wear watches again, Polly. They're back. For a while, people stopped wearing watches.
You know, I've never owned a watch in my life, except for my pocket watch.
A pocket watch, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. No, I actually do have one. I like it, but it's you only wear it with suits. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look the same, you know, just like clipped to a t-shirt collar, does it?
Maybe I should be pulling it out of my jeans pocket. It started a trend.
Yeah. As trends go, I guess I'm all right with that one.
There's worse ones.
pocket watch
But
jeans.
there is. There's no question. I mean, like, because fashion is cyclical. I've heard this forever, right? So I keep waiting for the hooded cloak to come back into fashion.
Yeah.
And people keep telling me, be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true as well, because the mullet is back with a vengeance.
Shut up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's like annual fucking mullet of the year competitions.
Okay, I mean, okay. So let's take like a mental poll here. Mullets, hooded cloaks, pocket watches with everyday casual wear,
and bell bottoms,
which is the worst, and bell bottoms.
Which is the worst? I say like all of them. If that's an entire outfit.
No,
right
hold on. Do I need to extol the virtues of the hooded cloak?
No, to an Englishman? How dare you?
Right, yeah, well, good point, right? I'm pretty sure it's an English garment. You know what I mean? If I had to guess, yeah.
No, I mean that's where we get the word escape. You know that? That's if someone grabbed you. Then you'd kind of like, you'd use your cloak to wriggle out of it, and you just, like leave your cloak behind, whereas you get away from their grip. You escape.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay, even if you just ham-boxed me, it's good.
Wouldn't dare. Wouldn't dare.
That's interesting.
I don't joke when it comes to outerwear.
You decape. Yeah, you escape, right. Yeah.
Like, I think that, and then Lizard's got the idea going like, we should do that, but with our tails. And thus, evolution was achieved.
I think about the cloak. You can have little pockets inside. When it's raining or cold, you can pull it around you. It's got the cool hood, and everyone understands the value of a hood. When it's hot, you can throw it over your shoulders. When you run, it trails behind you, makes you feel like you're going faster.
You look fucking cool when riding a horse.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Naturally,
you jump off of something, and I mean, there's so many Batman things going on with it that you just, come on, that's a win.
Batman didn't actually have a lot of pockets in his cape, though, did he?
No, he went with the utility belt hardcore. He should have had pockets inside of it.
Pockets in the cape.
Utility belt has its bonuses, I think.
It's got its virtues, Sin, certainly, yeah. But the thing is, like, when Batman reaches for his utility belt, you're like, oh shit, here we go, right? Smoke bomb in prick right here. Whereas if it's, he just pulls something out from, like, a pocket inside his cape, you're not even going to know what's happening. That's a true ninja move, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think if we're looking
I was just watching a movie before we went live here.
All right.
And
was it Batman?
I won't be able to get back. No, but it was about a detective though. So there we go.
Okay. Was it Sherlock?
No. 1975. It's a little neo-noir flick I was unaware of, called Night Moves, starring Gene Hackman as a private detective, and it's hitting all the neo-noir tropes. So I'm just loving it. He's a gritty, grizzled private detective, down and out on his luck, not particularly rich, but dogged. So I've already come across it's like 25 minutes into it, and the lines in it are just fantastic. He's sitting there watching a baseball game on TV, and his wife walks in. He's drinking. He wants to be left the fuck alone. His wife goes, "Who's winning?" He says, "No one. One side's just losing slower than the other."
Oh, wow, that's golden, that is.
Tell your wife to fuck off without telling her to fuck off. You know what I mean?
The absolute pessimism in that statement is incredible.
I know. Isn't it great?
Jesus Christ.
He's paid to find this 16-year-old starlet that disappeared, and he catches up with her, and he can't believe that he found her because it happened so fast. And I was like, whoa, he found her already? And she's with her father-in-law. And he's like, so if I take her with me, are you gonna, He goes, what? He goes, call the law. You are her father-in-law. And I'm just some guy with a fake badge. Actually says that, a fake badge. And he goes, no, I want you to get that kid out of here. One time things went a little far between us. I mean, you've seen her. There ought to be a law. And he looks at him and goes, there is. There ought to be a law. She's 16. There is a law, you creepy fuck.
That is the law, actually.
Right?
What was it called? Moving parts? Night Moves.
Night Moves. 1975.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know who's in it? 17, 18-year-old James Woods.
James
I didn't
Woods
even
was
recognize
never
him.
17.
He looked, well, compared to everything I've ever, you're probably right. He's probably like 30 at that time or whatever.
He was
the fuck,
born
but
a
he looked
full-grown man. He was born a full-grown man with teeth.
Everything I've ever seen him in, he looked I don't know, it was much later. I've never seen him in the 70s. And Hackman pulls him out he's welding under a car. So Hackman grabs him by the fucking ankles and pulls him out, pulls his welding mask up. And I'm like, holy shit, that's baby James Woods. It was crazy.
Jimmy Woods. A Jameslet.
Right?
A James Woodlet. Good luck. That sounds amazing. I'm going to have to give that a watch. That honestly, that sounds good.
Yeah,
especially, the baseball line is just wonderful, man. Like, come on, Gene Hackman.
It's like 70s hardcore. Gene Hackman has big mutton chops. Everyone's got bell bottoms. There's references to communes. It's just, it's 70s.
God,
it's awesome.
Damn hippies. The only thing I may hate more than the hippies are the fucking Swiss.
How you doing, Sinatra?
Well, I was going to get there, Polly. Like, Jesus Christ. Polly just taking charge.
I appreciate that.
No, I was feeling guilty. It's like, wait a minute. I'm just like domineering this thing here. Wait a minute. How you doing, Sin?
I'm not too bad. I'm here. It was a rough weekend, but I'm here.
Yeah, how were your drinks of brotherly love?
Much needed.
Yeah. Did you get shit-housed?
No, I couldn't get too crazy with it because I had to go do a thing. We had to go get ready for camping.
Oh,
right. It was needed.
See, Shelley said on Monday it was. You just had a photography thing. She just went, yeah, all he's got to do is fucking point his camera and click. He can get drunk. It'll be fine. I'm like, that is peak Sinatra right there. Yeah, go on, do the thing. Put your arm out, smile.
I just had to be there.
And how was your weekend, Polydub?
It was busy, actually.
Busy weekend.
Did Noir Bar.
Yeah.
On Friday night. Afterwards, Sam Farr and myself watched a cheap B movie ripoff made by our tour director extraordinaire luminary, Vitaly Versace. The guy's a total hack. It's hilarious. It's a Twilight ripoff called The Last Vampire on Earth. It's as bad as you'd want it to be.
I can because it's not like vampires can they can't breed, as it were. Anyway, so if you don't want to be the last vampire anymore, just make another fucking vampire, you dickhead. Look, what's wrong with you? We all know how to do it. If I was a vampire, no other vampire would have to teach me how to make other vampires. I already know. I've read the books.
Oh, you know what? They're trying. The Vitaly Versace, the luminary auteur that he is, tried to do the Hamlet thing of a play within a play. That they're in an English literature class, and not Bella and Sus Edward are they have to play Dracula and help me out.
I thought that was the handgun going off.
Mina.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't think of her as Mina. I think of her as Winona Ryder.
Yeah, Mina Ryder. Yeah, no.
Mina Ryder. Yeah.
I keep forgetting that Gary fucking Oldman was in that film as well. As like a young Dracula.
Young Dracula. Yeah. I always think of him as Top Hat Dracula because he was walking around with
Yeah. John Lennon.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Because of the sunglasses. John Lennon Dracula.
Wow, you just made me hate him.
Dracula Lennon? No.
Dracula? No, we'll go with it. Jodula.
One day I'm gonna. People, I bring it up every now and then. I want to do my video critique poly rant about John Lennon's Imagine.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do that, then you should do the Gal Gadot criticism more than anything.
Oh, well, it's going to come up.
Yeah.
Because that song has reached almost transcendent levels of meaning that Lennon didn't ever intend to be there. I mean, and there's the quote of the year that came from John Lennon himself when asked about it that I don't want to spoil, but people say, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but yeah, go listen to Lennon's opinion of his own song. I mean, let him burst your bubble. He didn't think that it had the meaning that's been applied to it. It's like, to every season, turn. All those fucking, movies, songs that have been replayed in movie soundtracks like Forrest Gump and every Vietnam War film have taken on like this depth of meaning that, bro, it's just not there. Fuck off. People claim that, oh, did you know that Jimi Hendrix intended his version of the Star Spangled Banner to sound like the gunfire and machine guns and explosions going on in Vietnam as a kind of protest? Oh, fuck off.
Nah, that's just the shit that
Fuck
fucking
off.
English literature teachers fucking rail on about, isn't it? Where there's fucking a red curtain gets described at the beginning of a chapter, and they're like, it means vaginas. They go mental with it.
Don't get me wrong, I like Jimi Hendrix's version of Star Spangled Banner because he played it real loose. Like, I'm going to riff constantly throughout it, and that's what makes it interesting to listen to. But stop. Again, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but people are people.
Bubble butt.
It was Sunday morning at big outdoor concert that everybody pushes its meaning way past what it actually was. Woodstock. Yeah, it was a giant, muddy, overfilled, acid-fueled music festival. That's it, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. There were lots of great acts that were there, and we were protesting. By fucking random hairy strangers? No, you weren't. You were just there to listen to some music. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop trying to ennoble it.
John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Well, first off, it was Drunken Nephew for $1. Says, hello! Is anyone there? I've been down here for years. Send someone. Anyone. Even Creepy Joe at this point. I haven't seen the sun since 2020. That's just because you live in England, Drunken Nephew. But as far as my landlord's concerned, as far as the council's concerned, I don't have a basement, so shut up. And Zero for $5 says, nah,
Fire! This man isn't black! What?
Zero says, nah, hoy, hoy, Drunkle. The economy is so bad right now that the Grim Reaper himself had to take up part-time job cleaning. On weekends, he's the Grim Sweeper. Oh, right. Thank you, Zero. And it was Ed the Snarky just then for 10 big ones. Says, yet another flavour of the curtains were blue as a symbol of depression. No, the curtains were blue because they were fucking blue. Well, hell, Jesus Christ, man. This is the English literature teachers have to have something to talk about, and that's what it is, you see. Finding meaning where there isn't any meaning.
I mean, why don't you just mind the actual meaning that's there? I mean, you might be tired of repeating it, but that means you need a job change, not trying to get imaginative with a text, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was
a little imaginative. Never hurt anybody.
When you're hardcore reading into it, and you got like the modern art museum where there's a banana taped to the wall, and somehow you're interpreting it to be the plight of the Palestinians.
You see, there's a line. There is a line, and you know there's a line.
I would normally agree with this, but I just watched a 6.5 hour breakdown of the movie Midsummer. And dude, it was fucking solid.
Tell me about Midsummer. What's that?
It's a fucking amazing psychological thriller. It's the same guy who made Hereditary.
That's the Down syndrome one, yeah?
No.
I got to start watching movies from the modern era, man. I've never heard of any.
They're hit and miss. I mean, as an era.
Stay where you are. It's fine.
Yeah. Stick to the tried and tested, you know. It was Hereditary not about chromosomes? There was one that was about a Down syndrome. Wasn't there?
No.
I don't like
no diversity there, is
Down
there?
syndrome. Any more than I like movie with chimpanzees in it. Those are unconnected.
I mean, I'm actually
I watched
really
that
glad
movie
you
where
said
Clint
those are
Eastwood hangs out
unconnected.
with a monkey the whole time. It was stupid.
Oh, God, I don't know if he's being racist or not. You tell him Steve Dave for $1.69. Leave it, Polly. Said, you using that middle seat drug sleep? I got a special kind of dipshit I got to put in a dark room where the only light is from above to subject to ratio hate crime torture. Smash like or you're next. Ass hats. He's gone for the ass hats today, guys. Steve Dave has spoken. Don't forget to like the stream if at all possible. And hey, here's the thing as well. I actually this is a particularly sad moment on my part, people of the chat. But on Friday, I had the lowest count for the AAA meeting. Peak concurrent was 150 people watching, and that hurt me internally. So I ask.
It's because they thought it was Sinatra's day. That's why nobody showed up, man.
Nobody.
Who wants to watch Sinatra?
Look, 100. That's harsh. It went the other way. I thought he was insulting me, but no, it was fine. It was fine.
Yeah, I see. That's the reversal of expectations.
I ask kindly for one. That is me, banned from Twitter, so I can't do it. Post that link on Twitter, guys. Let everyone know that the AAA meeting is happening right now. Polly and Sinatra, if you would be so kind as to do the same as well. If you haven't already. Let's get them numbers back up, people. And don't forget, you can donate your hard-earned spondoolies to myself, Polly Bobs, and Sinatra. Streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle, streamlabs.com/polydublive, and streamlabs.com/Sinatra_says live streams. I think. Oh, Sinatra's isn't in the link isn't in the thing. Okay, my bad. I'll take care of that right now. And we've also got some very, very special upgrades here. Some evolutions, if you will. It is... Sinatra, you had your Helldivers theme, which has been going fantastically. Is it Sinatra says? Sinatra_says live streams.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're good. I'm adding it now, guys, so you can just go straight to the old description and whack some dollars over, some dollary doos in now if you refresh the stream.
Whoops, I missed this. Shadowcat, Shadowcat. Thank you for the buck. I've been casually wearing a pocket watch and corsets since high school.
Nice.
Really? Okay. Be the fashion change you want to be. Get the hooded cloak and bionicles. Oh, I'll rock the bionicles.
No, bionicles are awesome, mate. It's the best thing Lego ever did.
See, I can take over somebody else's name. I can produce a product that's so popular that it will just become to own the name.
You've just basically you've invented loose spectacles. You make them
Sometimes you
even
only want
easier
one,
to lose.
and then you can have both at the same time. That's the point. You just grip them with your face, and then when you want your glasses off, you don't need to use your hands. You can just do the surprise face, and they'll fall away.
You're going around squinting everywhere. Like you go to bed, you wake up the next day, and you'll be like, "Oh God, I've pulled my eyebrow muscles."
No, it tightens them up so you don't get crow's feet. See, that's
After
all
a
you
while,
need to do.
no, you do get crow's feet.
Wild.
You'll get crow's feet more than ever.
Well, I mean, marketing's powerful, man. No one will believe that.
You get more crow's feet than ever.
Yeah. You get crow hoofs. We've got special evolutions here, guys. Sinatra went down the route of Helldivers, and there was absolute excellent work. We have a Fallout theme here on the Drunken Uncle channel.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you very much. It is not easy using AI image generators, guys. So I have got.
Why do you think artists hate it so much?
I don't know.
Because as hard as it might be, prompts are easier than skill.
That is just as hard as drawing, I'm telling you. I have 2 evolutions. Polly has 2 evolutions, and unfortunately, because I can only do like 4 fucking prompts every 23 hours, so Sinatra has 1 evolution. But if you'd like to see any of them, that's $25 to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle, and you can suggest which one you would like to see. I say suggest, you could just straight up fucking tell me which one you'd like to see. I like to say I put in some hard work. Really, the AI did most of it. Me learning how to use the prompts was difficult. And then, of course, having to Photoshop the background out because try as I might, they keep putting cool backgrounds in. And it does look nice, but it just doesn't fit. Sin, you know what I mean here. When poor old Shelley in her fairy form showed up and her fucking wings had been clipped. They just
it only
stopped.
gives you the 1 by 1.
I'm just clearing this, and let me think about this for a second. Shadowcat's been wearing pocket watches and corsets since high school. Must have been beating the fucking weebs and steampunk nerds off with a stick.
Right?
Also getting beaten up a lot themselves, I should imagine. I mean, corsets are cool. Pocket watches are cool. I've never seen someone wear a corset and a pocket watch at the same time.
Except in, like, steampunk shit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like that
so corset, it's the same thing I'm thinking of, right? Like a
bodice?
Sexy... Yeah,
it's a bustier combined with the waist sensor, but doesn't necessarily need to be. I thought that they did need to be tightened in the back, and Weibo's like, "See, you're ignorant," and she loves calling me
ignorant. Fucking hell!
Wow,
the fucking corset police, Jesus.
You know, like the threader to cinch in at the waist. No, it doesn't need to have that. The corset can it goes around the waist, and then it has the shit, what are those things called? the straps that attach to the leggings. You know what I mean? It's got the hooks for the attachment. Yeah, it's got the garter. It's got the garter belt attachment at the bottom, the waist center, and the bustier. That's what makes a corset a corset. Because Weibo filled me the hell in after telling me off.
Are you okay?
Well, it's good to know we have a corset expert among us.
Well, that exhausted my knowledge right there. Because I just say, oh, that's a corset, and it's like, you know, because it was being tightened at the time. We're watching
Go with the Wind.
Sadness and Disillusion. What's it called? Pride and Prejudice.
Sadness and Disillusion.
It's something. I don't know.
She loved her Anns, didn't she, Jane Austen? Your Pride and Prejudice.
Oh yeah.
What next? What you got planned next? Sense and Sensibility. Oh, okay. Right. Anything without Anne
and I was suckered into it, man. I was recognized as a mark right away. She's like, it's okay. Keira Knightley's in it. And I'm like, okay, I'm there. And I was suckered.
Nah, never liked it. That's why I studied Sherlock Holmes
really?
Instead. Yeah, I hated it. Well, I mean, again, fucking English literature teachers. So when I was in school, we had to. I told you this. We had to study a pre-1900s book, and the teacher, being female, said, "And we're doing Pride and Prejudice." And I mean, halfway through it, I just went, "Look, I just cannot get into this book." And she went, "All right, well, I mean, look, as long as it's pre-1900s, you can study what you want." I'm like, "What? Does everyone else know this?" So fucking, all right, fucking, let's do Sherlock Holmes. Right, okay, cool, brilliant.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So
Divine Petulant says, "How have we not mentioned monocles yet?" We have. We went
Twice.
over that, and my invention of bionicles that Drunkle still doesn't understand the genius of, and So Divine Petulant said that your wish has been fulfilled already.
Yes, in spectacles. They already exist.
No, they're not spectacles. Spectacles are connected and have bows to go over your ears.
You're making a spectacle of yourself with the bionicles.
Well, you know what? They probably laughed at Alexander Graham Bell too, and Meucci, both of them.
Of course they fucking did. He was ugly as all balls, mate. He was bullied in school, and he's like, I'm going to be a famous inventor. I'm going to fly a kite with a key on it.
Well, of course he was ugly. Why do you think he invented the telephone? So he could call girls instead of having to show up at their door so he could see his ugly face. Think about it.
I mean, look, and then, 100 years later, we got the booty call. So thank you, Alexander Graham Bell. For your sacrifices. Right, so it was Steve Dave has chastised the chat. So that is the first of the bingo squares of the evening. Chat gets berated for the likes ratio right there. Bang, bang, crossed off, ladies and gentlemen. Bang, bang, boom. Right. You've been Alexander Graham Bell. Should we have some news?
Yes.
Oh, you'd be pleased to know as well. I don't know actually if you will be pleased to know. We have a game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not only a game, but a new game. It is a brand new game of my own invention. Ooh. Sin, I appreciate you roaring there for me a second. Yeah, but Polly, come on, let's have some enthusiasm, bro. What's going on?
Fuck yeah!
Oh, hell Christ. Yeah! Yes!
Can we skip the news? Let's do this!
Brilliant! Look, if you ignore the sarcasm, that was exactly what I needed, brother. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ. People in the chat, don't forget, you can donate to us, the AAAs, for bringing this content to you thrice weekly. And the show will always be free. We do appreciate every cent that comes our way. Links are in the description. Let's get to the news. If Sinatra and Polly, you would like to cast your attention over to the Discord, and people in the chat, don't worry, I've got your back as we start off, as ever, with a blank screen. Why? I
don't have one.
You
mean for sharing?
Yeah, because I set it up in studio mode. I just went, no, I'm not going to do it. Organizer of Walkout Against Jerry Seinfeld revealed. Newman.
Still fat Newman.
Still young Newman.
Have you seen him after he lost weight? He don't look like Wayne Knight no more.
No, but this is long before he was seducing the supposed daughter of John Lithgow in Third Rock from the Sun. And before we get... I've started season 4 of Dexter, gentlemen.
Yeah?
Yeah, Trinity Killer, John Lithgow. Strong start, mate. Looking good. Looking good.
Honestly, I can give you some advice with no spoilers. Don't worry about their explanation of his motivation. Just concentrate on Lithgow's performance.
Oh,
You know
he's
what I'm saying?
doing fantastic.
Yeah, and stay there. Don't like they build it up like it's this big thing, and I can don't worry about it. Just
I mean, look, after season 3, my expectations are quite low.
Wait a
That
minute,
was bad.
after season 3.
Well, I mean, yeah, come the end of season 3, I was like, that was awful.
Wait,
What the hell happened in season 3?
Trinity Killer season 4.
Season 4, yeah. Season 3 is when the fucking assistant DA is wanting
Wait, you
to
didn't like
murder
the
with
assistant
him.
DA learning to kill, be a killer? You didn't like it at all?
Nah.
Jimmy
nah,
Smits, really?
nah.
They were after
Nah.
Freebo and all that shit, and Dexter's trying to keep it quiet that he accidentally, unalived his brother.
No.
Really? I thought, yeah. Well, you know
No.
what? You and the internet agree,
I mean, well, I think it would have been fine if there was less Deb, Dexter's sister. I think it would have been.
yeah, but you could say that for every season.
And I will.
Wait till they become an item.
No. No.
You know what? Fuck it. In real life, yeah.
No.
Okay, they get married.
Oh,
right?
but
But in the show,
ugh.
yeah, Deb tries to push it in the show because after all, we're just step siblings.
No, Polly!
Why-
We're going to need for you to disable that one, please, buddy.
All right. if
Thank you
must.
very much. Yes, you must. We spoke about it on Friday. Thank you, buddy. Right, back to the news. The organizer of Walkout Against Jerry Seinfeld revealed, because actually, the Babylon Bee is connected, at least on Monday, to actual news. Duke students walk out of Jerry Seinfeld graduation speech in Gaza protest. So I didn't even know. He comes up. He does the
That
whole
is
thing.
an insane headline.
Dude, it's mental, isn't it? These people are crazy. Now, here's the thing. Jerry Seinfeld has been a supporter of Israel. I wonder why. Anyone? Because he's
Because
Jewish.
he really dislikes the United Arab Emirates.
And, so he gets up, right? And they go, all right, fucking for a very special speech. Here is comedy legend Jerry Seinfeld. He gets up doing his Jerry Seinfeld shit. And everyone just goes, nah, fuck this shit. Because, if there's anything that is going to free Gaza, it's a load of students walking out of their own graduation ceremony. Am I right, guys?
What's the deal with thinly veiled anti-Semitism?
I would love it if he did a bit, actually. Jesus Christ, that would be amazing.
The body count's still climbing in Yemen and Syria, right, guys? Like, what? You don't care, do you? Well, the
No,
Jews
of
aren't
course
doing the
not.
killing there. Oh, I see. Like, I'm no great defender of Israel, but I recognize hypocrisy when I see it. Fuck off. You don't care.
The thing that gets me is if 4 years ago, if right-wingers were saying the exact same thing that these people are saying now, they would be called Nazis and anti-Semites, all that stuff. It's just, it's like, I can see what you're saying right now. Like, why is it okay now, but it wasn't okay then? Is it who is saying it? Like, I just
Most
refuse
likely,
to
yeah.
take anybody who calls anyone an anti-Semite any more seriously, because I know exactly what you feel.
It is very much what you're saying, I believe, because, look, even if you take Israel-Palestine out of the equation, go back as far as lockdown, when people were saying, I'm not taking the Trump vaccine, because of who it was coming from. So, yeah, it is 100% which camp is saying it at the time. When we do it, it's fine. 100%.
What did Gasly call it? Chips in the night? That's exactly what's happening here.
You tell him, Steve Dave. Thanks for the $6. And yeah, Gamer Words forever. Is the bundle of sticks dono on? If not, stake me, Polly. Stake you.
Stake him.
Oh, that stake like the cow.
Like the last
Stake like the
vampire.
vampires. Right. No, I get it.
Lady Monoceros nails it, says, we've always been at war with Eurasia. I think there is no war in Ba Sing Se. Perfect.
There you
If
go.
I have to choose between 1.6 billion Muslims and
And a cow.
I would choose the cow.
He prefers steak. It's fine.
Oh, the steak. Right. Okay. Right. He wasn't on about vampires.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Right. No, yeah, that's what I thought too. But Steve Dave was a little step or two ahead of us. And there you
As
go.
he always is.
The thing about who's saying what in 5 years ago and so on, man, I hear you. There's one comedian who's got this channel, and I hadn't heard of him, but there's people with like 850,000 subs like him on YouTube that I've never heard of. Big place now. Anyway, he's going around, and the joke is classic. It tells you how fast the oppression Olympics move. He's going up to people wearing a football jersey, carrying a football, and he's got his sidekick with him, and he's attempting to shame people for cultural appropriation of Palestinian culture by wearing the neck wrap.
Oh, the keffiyeh?
Yeah, priceless. He's like, wait a minute, you're a white girl. You're appropriating Arab Palestinian culture. Shame, shame, shame. Holding up a phone in her face like you're canceled. As soon as this hits the fucking socials, you're done.
Oh,
And,
I love it.
yeah, everyone's just looking at him like, he goes, dude, we're showing solidarity. He goes, that's not you. That's not part of your culture.
I love it. The same shit that they've been preaching for fucking ages as well, being used against them. Yes!
And it's
love it.
The thing is
all of them looking at each other like, what's happening? Because everyone who's standing there in that group is Asian, white, a mixture of fucking everything. It's like, y'all are just woke and prove to me that this isn't a trend.
The thing about it is, these people are the ones who get to dictate the rules and the rules of engagement, more or less. They get to dictate whatever it is that they want. So if today it's okay to hate Jews, then it's okay to hate Jews if they do it. If someone else says anything about Jews, well, it's bad, and they're Nazi sympathizers. So you can only keep up with what they say until they are no longer the ones making the decisions.
I think we can sum it up just by the word hypocrisy here, can't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a nice, trite little simple word, and I've got to use it to my own advantage. So I'm kind of a fan. I've had a problem with Harvard for fucking years. With Harvard more than any other school, you're purchasing the name by going there.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? More than any other school. Georgetown's pretty awful for that. Cornell's pretty awful for that. But really,
Fucking,
Harvard is at the top of that list.
Eton? I mean, any of your well-known any Ivy League schools that I know. Nice.
Yeah, it's been a minute, huh? Thank you, Gamer Valine, for the 450. Is RDJ back? We have it on the TV now. We're watching Team America before this. Yes, we sang along. Good.
Yeah.
America. Fuck yeah. But I got to use it to my
balls.
right.
I think I have that in a donation, actually.
Yeah, you do. We both do. I think we both have it at $75. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, that one is yours now. Mine is it got. I think it's in the Luna special, so it's way up there. But I think I have like half the song with the hell is it? God damn, I don't remember, but it's up there anyway.
Why haven't I got anything with Kim Jong-il from Team America? Like, I should
Why
be
don't you have
hitting up the
anything
I'm
that's
so
strongly
grown ring
British?
right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was watching a movie like a month ago, and I'm like, holy shit, how is Drunken not taking advantage of this? This is like the greatest Britishism ever to Brit.
And hot was it?
Well, I'm not telling.
What? Come on! Oh, you dirty tease.
I helped you make the that was
Kingsman.
not the gentleman. Kingsman.
I was about to say, what, me? You made all of them. What are you talking about? What are you...
Yes, you I did. Drunkle I only helped with one.
The Kingsman donut, $100 straight, is badass.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah, go fuck
good
yourself.
shit.
Absolutely. It's the Eagle donation, where he's... Man, I worked way too hard on that. There was no need for it, but it was fun. It's a great graphic that somebody did. So yeah, I wanted better sounds and a better cut of the song that I pulled off the original soundtrack, and yeah, it was worth it. But
And he did it
I got
for
to stick that.
Palestine.
That's right. And speaking, nice return segue, by the way, great cul-de-sac, because I got to use that against somebody.
Cul-de-sac.
But yeah, it brought us back around.
The cul-de-sac is a dead-end road.
No, that was a great pun, and you just didn't catch it.
Was it a pun?
He's trying to bring it back around.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so somebody says, "Well, aren't you going to take this guy's paper seriously? The background of what happened there doesn't matter." And then the person said, I said, no. His conclusions just don't follow from what he said. Like, it's a trash paper. It had more filler than a 25-cent cigar. It was awful. And the guy goes, he came from Harvard. And I said, really? And I grabbed the paper out of his hand. I miss the anti-Semitism in here.
Oh, how'd that go down?
It's like, well, I don't think it's everyone at Harvard. And that just on the inside, I was smiling. Because I'm like, now that they have to do the hashtag not all and around. Because I mean, Harvard's been coasting off of shit forever, been producing activists forever. All of the instructors they hire are DEI fill-ins. And it's not just Harvard, it's all of them. UPenn, UVA, the list goes on and on and on. And there's plenty of great fucking schools out there, man. Community colleges. People say, oh, I don't want to send my kid to college. Think about community college for a minute then. There's a surplus of PhDs and there's great instructors at community college. I would never look down at somebody who went to community college. What? Get a great education at a lower price close to home? What's wrong with that? Fuck you and your fucking Ivy League bullshit. You know what the Ivy League is?
Expensive
It's a crewman
places.
association. No, it's a crewman association. People that do rowing. It's an athletic group. The universities that compete in crew events. You know when you got 4 morons in a stupidly thin boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. The universities that do that, and way back in the day, they started fucking competing. And somehow some shit that destroys brick walls became the associative name for all of them. And then, what's so great about fucking Gucci clothes? Oh, I don't fucking know. A bunch of morons talked about it and it became hype. Celebrity status. Fuck you and fuck your school.
Fuck you and the school you rode in on.
Oh,
yeah.
Polyrant has
fuck you and the borrowed credit you rode in on.
Polyrant has now been checked off on the bingo card.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're off to a strong start. Let's move on from how much is Jerry Seinfeld starting to look like Gilbert Gottfried, by the way? Look at his face in there. I don't know, he's gonna fucking stand up at the fucking lectern. When I was in this university, like he's just slowly evolving into him. I'm telling you.
He might be.
Anyway, let's move on. So, anyone catch the Aurora? The Aurora?
Yeah,
I did, but I couldn't see it really.
I saw it, and then Far sent us pictures of the Australis Borealis, so I got to see both hemispheres.
Yeah, it's like this is Borealis, but it's just upside down, isn't it? It's like this, but around the other way. I guess.
Yeah, all her photographs come upside down. It's just how those things work.
Yeah. I didn't see it. It's Friday night. I was sound asleep in my bed. It was only the next day that people on the old Derby subreddit are going, "Oh my God, did you see it?" Because it was everywhere in the UK. And then on Saturday, they're going, "Oh, it's going to be around on Saturday night as well." Oh, is it really? Wicked. Okay, cool. Cloudy as fuck, Polly.
In England?
No. Yeah, bullshit. But then, they go, "Oh, look, it's a once in a
Do you have clear skies in England?"
Did he just laugh at his own joke?
Yes, and it was.
I laughed at the audaciousness of willing to say it. It wasn't the joke. It was just like, wow, dude, you're a dick.
Yeah, go on. You know what? I'll cross it off. Yeah, cloudy as fuck. Didn't see shit. People going like, it's a once in a lifetime experience. I said, I'll catch it next time.
The body is round.
Sinatra.
It's true. A PhD in community college gave me 100% in a class discussion where I said the Confederates just rage quit. Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, it's
boy.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
I remember Shelby Foote got dragged over. He's a historian. He got dragged saying the Southern states would have never joined if they didn't think that they could leave. And that was just, wow. Now that's common thinking. Because he's basically saying that they were fine to go.
So those pretty colours. And
we could talk about the English Civil War anytime you want. It's actually a really interesting historical event. Lots came out of it. The English Civil War. You had one too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was great. Yeah. It was big news.
Great. Yeah.
Loved it.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that, but it just.
Roundheads, Cavaliers. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Battle of Tours. Huh?
No,
Savages?
No, I'm finished with talking about that.
The Battle of Tours, really?
Yeah, hate them. Hate the tours.
Who were the belligerents in the Battle of Tours?
The tourists.
Okay. I'd keep pressing, but that was good. That was up top. That was it.
All right, thank you very much. All right, here we go. Awesome pun being checked off right there. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty kind of sin. I was kind of... I didn't say anything, but I was like, you know, Sinatra's going to get some photos of this. Did you?
No, I couldn't really see anything. I got a couple okay ones with my phone camera, but nothing with my actual camera.
Yeah, it was weird that for what couldn't be seen by the naked eye could be seen by a phone camera. It was... I think a lot of people...
Phone cameras pick up IR frequencies.
Yeah.
Which is why if you're ever wondering if your remote is dead, you can point it at the phone camera and click it. If it lights up, then it's not.
No shit! Genuine life hack there, guys. The AAA meeting, an educational stream. I think a lot of people were expecting it to be like, Aurora Borealis, or indeed Aurora Australis, Polly, in that there was going to be a whole lot of moving crap in the sky. Whereas really, it's just a bit of coloured haze. You know? So, maybe a bit of disappointment there. Like, looking at this photo here, go, oh, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, it's a pink sky, mate. You know, you think you'd at least wait until Pride Month to do that, but yeah, what do we know? What do we know? There was none of that shit moving across the sky like you see in the Arctic, or the other one, which doesn't have bears. Antarctic. Yeah, it was just a colourful sky. I'll stick with good old-fashioned blue, thank you very much. Let's move on.
It was neat. You could see, like, a pinking of the sky.
Ah, the great
but
pinkening.
You couldn't see any of the fancy, like, light strand things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's what everyone was expecting, you see. Like, oh, you're going to be able to see the aurora from where you live for the first time, probably the last time ever. Huge solar storm. And everyone's like, yeah! But it was just a bit of fucking... It's just a haze. I mean, hey, if you took a very, very slow exposure of it on your camera, you were going to get some good shit. But you're talking all night here, you know?
I would have to, I would have had to, like, run back and get my tripod and set it up on, like, a 20-second thing, and that just wasn't going to happen.
It's just not worth it, mate, is it? It's just not worth it. It's one of those times where you can just rely on everyone else online to take photos of it instead, you know?
I did hear that if you kept your eclipse glasses and if you looked, if you were in the right place and you looked, you could see a giant dark spot on the sun where the storm was. I thought that would have been pretty cool, but
that would have been nice. Yeah, okay. Do people just get rid of their eclipse glasses as soon as it's done? Like, as soon as the moon moves out of the sun, they're like, right, in the trash.
There was a charity that you could send them to where it would send the eclipse glasses to, I think it was somewhere in South America where the next one is going to be, and it would send them down there they would just hand them out.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I like that. That's decent. Who is in the market for purchasing a new vehicle? Polly?
No.
I think you might be, mate, because you can get an SUV-sized radio flyer red wagon.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Roadworthy.
You have one of those when you were a kid? Anyone?
I did not. No.
I had a banged up one. I was happy to have it. It was an authentic radio flyer too.
Oh, no shit.
My dad bought it at some garage sale or something like that, and yeah, great fun.
Never understood it. Saw the whole red wagon thing quite a lot in American cartoons, especially the likes of Peanuts, Charlie Brown. I never understood. I mean, it's just basically giving your kid a trailer, isn't it? Like, why? And it was deemed a toy.
Americans are industrious by our very nature. We like moving stuff around and building stuff and sandcastles and all that. Yeah.
Teach them early. All right, son, here's your first red flyer. Now go clean up the rocks from the backyard. Put them in the front yard. And next year, clean up the rocks from the front yard and put them in the backyard. It's time to learn how to work. Learn the value of $1, Timmy. I think it's cool, though. Top speed of up to 60 miles an hour. Huh? This motherfucker can fly. Radio fly.
Boo.
Awful pun?
Awful pun. Terrible,
pun.
awful.
Terrible, awful. Take it away. All right, awful pun checked off right there as well. Guys, I mean, we're off to a fucking great start here on the bingo. If we carry on, man, everybody's gonna get laid. Dem's his rules. Okay, right, no one wants Ready to Fly. All the more for me, then. It's just gonna be me fucking causing trouble for the establishment and picking up chicks. So, North Korea denounces New Zealand for surveillance.
Oh,
North
denounces.
Korea.
I thought you said dances.
Dances?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard dances.
North Korea denounces New Zealand for surveillance. North Korea denounces New Zealand for surveillance. You got North Korea.
It sounds like they forgot what their gimmick was.
Now, either that, Sin, or New Zealand is really, really bad for surveillance.
You know what? Yeah, what if it's like fucking insane?
Right? This could be a case of like, God, North Korea, do you not know what you're about? Or, God damn, if North Korea's saying it, mate. Jesus Christ. Now, I did my North Korea stream on Saturday, Polly, the North Korean military parade. It was fantastic. Unfortunately, no longer available as it was flagged for copyright and it's been taken down. That's right. I pissed off Kim Jong-un.
I was about to say, this was like from the North Korean State Broadcasting Service, whatever the fuck.
It was actually from their only television channel. Yes, it was. Yeah. I mean, but it's old. I think it was
you subscribe to that, or it just comes with your
goddamn right.
TV
I'm
license
subscribed
in
to that.
UK?
No,
well, like I said, I thought it just came with your TV license. You know, BBC, North Korea, the Kremlin.
Channel 4. No, I don't have a TV license, but I do have YouTube, and they do have a YouTube channel. So
North Korea has a YouTube channel.
North Korea has a YouTube channel, yeah. Or
I'm glad they're banning all the
like
Alex Jones propaganda. You know, it's
yeah. I'm
keeping us away from dangerous things.
I could believe people go to the North Korea YouTube channel just for laughs.
Oh, sure. It is great. Yeah. The thing is, like, because
most people went to Alex Jones just for laughs. It didn't stop them from thinking that he was a danger to democracy.
In this stream, you see, what I mean, because it's obviously the commentary is in Korean or North Korean. Did I speak the same Korean? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say no. Something tells me that the North Korean's probably a pretty arrested version of Korean.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Probably not arrested. That works on several
levels.
All
right, yeah, good. Yeah, well, very good. Up top. So, and I had the subtitles were auto-generated from North Korean to English. So, if anything, I was providing a service by spreading the might of North Korea to the Western world by reading out the English subtitles. So, I don't know what their problem is here. We did learn several things. It spoke of unfulfilled towels and the Google truck is coming, because it turns out not the easiest language to translate to English. That was the whole point. It was a great stream. You should have been there, guys. You should have been there. If you weren't, then you missed it. And it's never happening again, just like the Aurora Englandaris. But North Korea denounces New Zealand for surveillance. What does it mean? We don't know. We'll never look into it. Boss uses salt and pepper tests during job interviews to judge a person's character. Now, Polly, you remember on Friday?
Right. Yep.
We spoke of just the weird shit that some job interviewers got the interviewees to do. The top one was, of course, crawling around on the floor and mooing like a cow for a couple of minutes.
Dude, who the fuck is doing that? I genuinely hope people aren't.
Oh, lots of people did. They said there was why
I wouldn't have done it?
Pressure of it is why they did it themselves.
Well, yeah, but that's just it. I wouldn't have done that, and I can tell you why. It's not about like, oh, my dignity. I would have assumed the test would be individual dignity, leadership, etc. I would have assumed that they would have been looking for the people not willing to do it.
Yeah, that's where my mind went with it, you know. But I think actually they just went.
Like the more cynical parts of me go, they want somebody who was going to follow every single instruction, no matter what it is.
Right.
Yeah, we want someone who's willing to sacrifice their dignity here. You know.
Yeah. 100%. It's like, wait a minute, you wanted me? I don't choose the cow in this situation. So, bye. I'm going to go work somewhere where they want people to think
Yeah, if this is what you expect me to do at a job interview, what are you going to have me do at the actual job?
Now,
and
that's the real question.
Chance I don't want to fucking work for you.
That is the real question, and indeed the real answer right there. Can anyone have a guess what the salt and pepper test might be?
If you salt and pepper, if you taste your food before you salt and pepper it.
My God, Sinatra, take a point.
Really?
Yes, it actually is. Yeah, this would be actual dinners. So I guess someone you've been headhunted, I suppose, and they're going, hey, do you want to work for our company? Well, they're still working for another company. So there'll be the old salt and pepper test. Just so you know what salt and pepper is, guys. Thank you, Getty Images, for keeping us informed right here. He said, I heard about a guy who based his entire decision on one thing, whether or not the person he was interviewing tried their food before reaching for salt, pepper, hot sauce, etc. If you didn't try your food first, you didn't get a pass from him. Now, some people get really fucking uppity about this shit, don't they? But you haven't even tried it yet. Yeah, I like salt. I like pepper.
Yeah.
And you're a shit
I have
cook.
rarely tried anything that was too hot for me. Almost everything needs more seasoning. So that's not crazy. That's just liking what I like. And what a great example of the dangers of pop psychology. You think you can actually understand something from that? You're a retard. You shouldn't be in the position of hiring anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I usually give it a taste first because people oversalt the shit out of their food.
You can't unsalt. You're going to rub a potato on it?
Yeah, people usually oversalt the fuck out of their food, so I try it before I add anything. But 99.9% of the time, it needs a little salt or a little pepper.
Nah, I see. I love pepper. If you use a black peppercorns as well, I want it on everything.
I've rarely put salt on stuff at a restaurant, but pepper... Oh man, I got the fork tine trying to make the holes bigger.
Yeah, right.
The one exception to that is eggs. I don't try the eggs before I put pepper on. I just dump the pepper on it.
Well, you can tell there's no pepper on these eggs. And also,
if you know there's no pepper, there's nothing wrong with that. That makes perfect sense. It's I know eggs, and they're, I'm
going to give you a point to the game as well for using the word tine in relation to the prongs of a fork. Not a word you hear very often. Most people say prong, you see, but no, tine is they said tined tool. They are tines.
Mm-hmm.
Point to the game, right,
so you're
guys?
You're just handing out points here, then, huh?
Well, yeah, but to both of you, I'm handing them out equally.
Me guessing this, okay, so it's a wash. Me guessing this correctly means nothing.
Do you want to lose a point?
No, I would not.
Okay, right. I mean, because it would make it a little less, complaining, or more complaining.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, look, just behave and you might get another point. Let's move on. New Mexico man shoots stepmom as she tried to give him a hug during graduation ceremony. Yes, exactly.
I feel like there's some context missing here.
Yeah, I like personal bubbles, but this is crazy.
Dude, I mean, this is just what we know, right? So, a New Mexico man, weird name, right? Albuquerque.
So he's in better Mexico. Okay.
He's in better Mexico. He's in Albuquerque, the song, which is famous for Breaking Bad, and a song about jumping frogs. Said it received a call around 5 p.m. Shots fired at the Albuquerque Convention Center, right? Authorities said... Well, yeah.
Well, I'm sure I was just like shots fired at a graduation ceremony.
Ceremony?
Yeah. At a graduation ceremony. They're like, oh my God, let's get there. Muhammad is rearing his ugly head again.
No, this was Christian Bencomo, 21 years old. Said she started to hug him. He produced a handgun and shot her in the neck. So maybe he had pockets in his robes.
Wait, I agree with Sin. What the fuck is the context of this?
We don't get any context, but that's the thing. Everyone's got... Oh, you're right, he got beat the fuck out of before he got arrested. That's as we can tell from this. But then you've also got to go, what did this woman do to him?
Right? I owe you nothing, lady. Like, what the fuck? You shot her in the neck. Come on. What
was
news
this
entertainer put this story out? Like, this
was
is
it an
bad.
act of self-defense? She went towards him with her arms out. And he went, ah! She's doing it again! I mean...
She keeps doing it. I don't like it.
Look at that criminal haircut, though. I mean, you see him? That's not normal.
What, her
Non-homicidal maniacs don't... Well, look, you scrolled down. You scrolled down
him, right,
you saw him, and then back up. Like, look at him. That's a criminal haircut.
Ain't good, is it? What he needs is a mullet.
No. Yeah, this is a kid who's been through
college.
Yeah, but we know what to think of that now.
No, yeah. But he shot her for Gaza, so you know. No, what the hell has this woman
nice
done
round
to
of
that
defenses
kid?
are going to come up in that way. When I robbed that store, I did it for Gaza. I'm against Israeli imperialism, and
honestly, surprised it hasn't happened yet. To be honest, what has this woman done to? I mean, let's not, because stepmother as well, guys. Right? Not your regular mother, stepmother. You know what word often comes before the word stepmother? Evil.
Pornhub.
Pornhub, yeah, all right.
Polly and I were on the same wavelength.
Okay. All right. Evil stepmother.
Evil is right. No, that's the Disney influence right there. Yeah.
And she does look like I mean, that white streak has given me Cruella vibes as well. I'm not going to lie.
Was Cruella someone's stepmother, or did she just want a dog suit?
I don't think she had kids, no. Or anyone else's kids. I don't think she was married.
Yeah, she was a spinster, right?
I think a fashion pioneer, but yeah, spinster, same thing.
She just want people to see her vest. It's fine.
Go on, Sin. No?
Nothing.
Made of real gorilla. No? Oh, all right.
Normally you can't stop him from breaking into song when someone says that. All right. Well, this is.
I served it up. He just kind of stood there and let it coast over the base, man. I don't know what to do.
My bad. That's my fault.
No one gives a shit about Mondays. Don't worry about it. On to other shit that women have been crazy.
I've had a heavy drinking weekend, dude. Today is just one giant fucking headache. Literally.
Fair enough. On to other things, other stories of crazy women. Are we dating the same guy inside the Facebook group that names and shames dates? Right, so this is...
I've heard about this.
Oh, it's bad, dude. It's bad. A man told UTV he was driven to suicide, which left him clinically dead for 3 minutes due to a Facebook group that names and shames their dates. A group of men have come forward to open up about their mental anguish. Anguish! After featuring in the group, many of Whomst say they have been unfairly maligned. Are we dating the same guy? Groups have sprung up around the world that was set up to alert women of potentially unsafe men. But no one's fucking putting up Facebook groups about unsafe bears, are they? No. So men UTV. I don't know what the fuck. Probably a TV channel. Men UTV. Terrible. Sounds like a water infection. Have said their experience of being featured in the group has left them traumatized. Some have been abused, had malicious false claims made of them, and one who lost his job attempted suicide. Since his group, yep, the group has ballooned to over 120 cities with 4 million users around the world. Speaking anonymously, it's a hard word to say. Men who had been featured in the group told us that it had a massive effect on my mental health, where it got that bad that in December I considered taking my own life. I was contacted by a friend of mine who told me I was on this website. She then proceeded to send me screenshots on of my profile on this group, pictures of me and a kid, pictures in my work clothes, my name, my address. It was traumatizing to say the least. He says, I spent 3 weeks in a psychiatric hospital following a suicide attempt. Crazy fucking women right here, thinking they can get... I mean, this is at doxing people because he went on a bad date, apparently. Do you remember what happened with, what's his name? Aziz Ansari?
Oh, yeah.
Not seen him in anything since that happened.
No.
And that was really
that's all it takes is the accusation, really.
I didn't want even an accusation of anything. It was just her fucking writing down a bad fucking date, right? Like, he didn't actually do anything wrong. But, you know, that's all it all it takes, as you said, Sin, is just the accusation of it. And people like to say that, you know, no, your life ain't going to be ruined. If you're innocent, you've got not got anything to worry about. They're posting his Facebook profile on there. Him in his work uniform, his address. But no, guys, This doesn't happen, remember. Fucking crazy women. Polly? Anything?
I thought Aziz Ansari was that guy with the Netflix comedy special, and it was. Sadly, it wasn't. Not comedy special, comedy show.
Doesn't narrow it down.
Ongoing show.
I thought he had one for like
Master of None.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forget. It was a Middle Eastern guy, but I looked him up. Like, oh, this is the guy from Parks and Recreation. I don't think it's the same guy, but I watched him just do a stand-up routine once, and I'm like, I got to turn this off. This is awful. It was the most like woke adjacent thing I had ever heard. Like, meaning it wasn't woke. It was just cracking jokes that would only be funny it's dated as fuck. Watching it 10, 15 years from now, or 10 or 15 years prior to now, it wouldn't make any sense. Like, what are you even doing? I mean, this is a guy who's standing up there and he was cracking jokes like, here's Justin Trudeau dancing around in India like a jackass in a costume. See, this guy gets us. And then it cuts to a picture, he had a giant view screen behind him, a bunch of American presidents that are on money. And he goes, see, American money, besides having a bunch of slave owners on it. And I'm like, your fucking prophet's a slave owner. Shut up. I had to turn it off. He kept talking about the Muslim victimhood, and I was like, oh, you know what? You pedophilic caravan robbing fucking slave owning prophet. You want to?
And then he went on a really bad date, and he hasn't worked since.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same guy. I really don't.
Well, I mean,
they all don't look alike, Drunkle.
Oh, fucking turn it on me, you piece of shit.
But yeah, I'd be curious to know if that guy, if he was successfly canceled, if that hung on his rep that bad.
This guy, the one Aziz Ansari, the guy you're talking about, because Aziz he had Master of None. I don't think he was. I don't know how involved he was in it, but they did another series of which he wasn't. Another season, sorry, of which he was not involved, and it was wildly unpopular.
Really?
But yeah, I've not seen him in a goddamn thing since. So this is just one of the... And this was just someone describing... I mean, it was embarrassing for him. But that was just someone describing a date and him trying to get laid, basically. But this is actually going after people. I mean, when you got fucking suicide attempts and shit like psychiatric...
addressing and shit. That's just doxing. Like, it's just a dox group.
Yeah.
Because of what is supposedly a bad date. And it's like, do men get... Well, do they just perform assaults on dates? Yeah, sadly they do. And those dudes fuck them. But are women known to exaggerate in such circumstances? Yes.
Yes, they are. Yes.
Well, you know what I mean? And it's ugly, man. That's really fucking ugly.
It is ugly.
That's social autopsy in just a slightly different form, isn't it?
You always get the thing is like, why don't men call their friends out for being rapey? But the thing is, like, because none of my friends, like, part of what the social contract that we have of me being friends with someone is that they're not going to be murderous and rapey. So who am I supposed to be calling out here? None of my friends are murderous and rapey.
My guy friends don't take me out on their dates. I'm not the chaperone. I don't know what's happening when they're going out. Why don't you call them out for that? I've never seen one of my friends be rapey. I wouldn't know.
This man isn't black. What?
It's Alan for $10. Oh, God bless you, Alan. And he says, more than just uncle, actually. He's we're talking to Alan. We're getting to know him, Polly. He says, had my right knee replaced on Thursday, guys. Jesus Christ. I will take care of everyone when I get to the bank. But for now, doing my part to get everyone laid. God damn it, Alan. And you are as well, because he's such a part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, that he is on the bingo card. Alan donates $10 right there. Dude, you had your knee replaced? That's insane, mate. Oh, man, fucking, I hope your recovery goes well, mate. That's insane.
I literally feel your pain. I've had my left knee reconstructed, but not replaced. Reconstructed with a bone from my hip with a plate and 6 screws. So I hear you, man.
That's a
Get well.
isn't it?
I guess if you want to, I'm not really, like, he might have gotten a titanium joint. You know what I mean?
Someone else's knee.
Right.
Yeah.
Grave robbed a knee and
of course,
went from there.
For someone who's not using it, like, someone in a wheelchair. You don't need that, do you, mate? Come on. You're not even using it.
Someone in a wheelchair. It's a little underused, but it's still functional.
Yeah, yes, and he got like, what, 1,000 miles on it? Shit's brand new. Fuck, come on, mate. Hand it over. Be charitable.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, it's not Aziz. It's Shannon's right. It's Hassan Minaj. Yeah, Hassan. Yeah. It's a good idea he grew a beard. He doesn't look like someone of Muhammad's preferred age once he actually grew a beard.
Moving on, though, to other things, crazy things that women have done. Yes, it is a segment. Woman won't face jail time for putting bleach in husband's coffee.
Whoa.
Why not? Holy shit.
I mean, have a guess. Woman.
Yeah, well.
An Arizona woman who is charged with poisoning her husband's coffee. Well, yeah. Has avoided jail time and will instead receive 3 years of probation. She agreed to the plea deal for the crime after her husband caught her on video putting bleach in his coffee. Now, could you sin, like, as someone who's, been in a long-term relationship for a long time? You know exactly how that argument would go. Did you just put bleach in my coffee? No. Why would I do that? I've got you on video putting bleach in my coffee. Why are you recording me?
Say, like, even if I had it on video, like, and literally, here you go.
Are you know what I mean? Spying on me? What, are you recording me?
That's more or less how it would go, yeah.
What more evidence do you need? You got her on video fucking doing it. It's like, yeah, well, okay. So in other words, you've demonstrated that there really isn't much you can do.
Oh, shit. Show us the article. Shit. Sorry, I'm not... Yeah, my mistake. Sorry. This is the woman right here. Woman won't face jail time for putting bleach in husband's coffee. Now, this is... Avocata says that's attempted murder, for fuck's sake. Now, you ain't wrong, right? As part of the deal, attempted murder charges were downgraded to 2 counts of adding a harmful substance to food and drink. Yeah. Murderous harmful substances.
Do they do that with ricin, too?
Jeez, and look, it says 2 counts.
It's the same thing as putting hair in someone's burger. Dude, what are you talking about?
That's probably what that lower charge is meant for, isn't it? Just, working at a restaurant and adding something disgusting, whatever the fuck, right? And you weren't trying to kill him. It's pretty clear, but you were.
It was pretty clear. Let's
no, I don't mean this woman. I mean somebody like spitting on your burger or something in a restaurant.
Let's not skate over the 2 counts of adding a harmful substance to food and drink as well. She didn't just do it once. I mean, he's fucking secretly filming her as well. So there was one side she said, "Oh, you're okay, babe. You haven't drank your coffee." Yeah, smells a bit bleachy. Oh, does it? That's weird.
That's what I thought when I first heard of this story. It's like, there isn't a charge for criminal stupidity, but should be taken into consideration during sentencing. You actually thought you could kill somebody by putting bleach in their food, drink, and they wouldn't know.
Twice.
You're an idiot. Yeah. You didn't pick... You didn't pick one of the several family of poisons that smell almondy. You know what I mean? And just say, I put a little, almond creamer in your coffee this morning, honey, or something that was bleach. You put fucking bleach in there? I mean, who's not going to smell that? The coffee turns as clear as like Crystal Pepsi. And you're like, I wonder.
Damn, this cup is clean. That was the first time. I mean, there's 2 counts of adding a harmful substance to food and drink as well. So the first time he's like, this smells a bit bleachy. I think I'm going to set up a camera in the kitchen, see what's going on. Second time, caught her. Twice she's done it. It says those charges could have resulted in 2 years of prison time for each count. So these are the attempted murder charges, right? So they're downgraded, which is why she got probation. So before that, 2 counts of trying to poison her husband with bleach would have only been 4 fucking years in jail anyway.
Jeez.
And then just at the end of it as well, just in case
poor guy, right?
anyone's wondering, her husband is divorcing her. Good!
Well, yeah.
I have to wonder, what would the charge be if it was a man trying to poison the wife?
Well,
or if it was, just regular attempted murder.
Yeah. I mean, the difference here is, Go Fuck Yourself says, is pussy pass. That's what's up. So everyone, men in the chat, especially those from Arizona, memorize this face. And if you run into her in a bar, avoid that one. And if she wants to buy you a drink, say no. Jesus Christ, say no. Fuck.
The guy up in a therapist's office, right? Afterwards. Think about that's what I'm thinking about. This man for years later. Okay, so he didn't get justice, all right. But is he going to feel okay? No, he's probably not. And can you blame him? Well, what's your problem? Well, I've got trust issues, Doc. Why? Well, my wife tried to poison me, you see. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
what are you going to tell him he's wrong?
Yeah. That'll do it.
How are you ever gonna like? I mean, you're a perfectly innocent person that's dating this guy now, and you bring him breakfast in bed. Can you blame him for not wanting to eat it or looking at you a little sideways? My God.
This is why we need groups like this fucking, but for women. Are we dating the same psycho woman? We need a group just for fucking this hoe right here. It's just one person, and it just says warning. It just says don't.
Yeah. Proceed with
Razor
caution.
Fist better watch his back. Oh, because he's in Arizona. I'm like, why? This woman's a treasure. What are you talking about?
But that's not all we got for stupid shit that women have done. Colorado woman tried to steal a pickup but couldn't handle the stick shift. Nice.
Nice. The millennial security device wins again.
Fan-fucking-tastic. I know what you're thinking, Sinatra.
What's going on at the Daily Record?
My God! So, Baba Vanga's worrying 2024
That
prediction.
should be a point.
All right, you know what? I'm going to give you a point.
Should actually.
I'm going to give you a point.
Where did you
Very
see
good.
it? How did you do that?
Oh, that is one of the oldest gimmicks. That goes back to GPP early.
Goes way back.
Oh well, and
yeah.
I call foul, man. What the fuck?
Would you want a
If you
point
would
as
have
well?
watched the show.
Oh, another point to Sid.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Sick
I
burn.
will not apologize for having good taste, sir.
Polly loses a point.
No, that should be a point, actually.
Yeah, I mean, what I was talking about ain't here. What?
So this is Baba Vanga.
That was a joke too. These are all jokes.
Polly, that was hilarious, and I would have given you one.
All right, Sinatra loses. Look, Sinatra, I can give you give him one of your points.
Okay.
All right, there you go. See,
we're gonna start a black market for points on the side at a separate Discord.
I'm not a just host. Yeah, for $5, I'll give you a point, mate.
No, $20 to me. He can have one of mine.
Yeah, Ron Corpse is a point. I am actually a millennial, so Zoomer security device.
$20 to me, and the chat wins the game. So this is Baba Vanga. Which,
At one point in time, I was able to drive a stick shift, but honestly, I don't think I could do it anymore.
Really?
I think it's like lost knowledge, yeah.
Man, because automatics are actually very rare things here in the sunny UK.
Which is weird, because I've driven in a car with a couple of Brits, and you guys still don't know how to drive sticks.
Yeah, I mean, we drive on the wrong side of the road, don't we?
Well, maybe you've done it before. The whole skill set is from a stop, right?
Yeah.
If you can motivate that clutch gas interplay that happens in first, you're good. That's the only difficult part. Shifting after that isn't. I remember when I was sitting in a passenger seat looking over and my dad's shifting and he's not using the clutch. You know, when he's up at like second and third and fourth, right? And I'm watching, I'm like, you could do that? You can shift without using the clutch? And he cuts me a glare and says, I can do it, yes. And then just looks out the windshield, and I'm like, "Damn, man, what the?"
Just carries on driving.
My brother taught me to do it
in silence for the rest of the journey.
He's like, "You can tell when it's time to shift." I go, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You just."
I mean, you listen.
Use the force.
Yeah, you use the force.
Yeah.
You just know. It just works. The design is very.
Well, I mean, you use your tachometer. That's a pretty good indicator.
It's like when you know how ramen's done too. You just know.
You just know. Yeah.
Yeah. Says the Italian. Oh, you can just sense the noodles. You're at one with the noodle. It's fine.
You can sense the noodle.
Yeah, I still got to take one out and bite it every once in a while. If I get like lost in my head or something, like, has it been 10 minutes or 2 hours? And I got to take one out and make sure I haven't turned it into mush.
I just be like, it's floppy. It wasn't floppy when, I first started cooking. Now it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's what you want, isn't it? No. So this is Baba Vanga, right? So this is fucking old bitch. She's dead now, Polly. She's dead now. But everyone likes a soothsayer, you see. Especially one who's not got any eyes. So this is...
Well, they're focused on the right thing.
Hey! Yeah, right, sir. So, yeah,
he's on fire today. God damn.
He's doing all right, isn't he? He's doing all right. She made several predictions for 2024. Guess which one has come true?
None.
Shit economy.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah, that's
you might
a
as well have
hard
just
prediction
said,
to make.
there will be at least 4 sunrises.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine here. You just throw in the ramming at the wall and seeing what sticks, aren't you, Baba Vanga? Shut the fuck up. I'm glad you're dead. So, one way to decrease temporary residents is to make them permanent, ministers suggest. Well,
I guess technically.
semantically, you're onto something there, but I'd rather not, buddy. I'd rather not. Don't worry, this isn't one of yours. This is one of mine. This is Mark Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship for the House of Commons. Oh, hang on. No, it is one of yours because you got House of Commons. No, wait, in Ottawa. That's Canada. No. It's Canada. All right, this isn't news.
It's House of Commons is a parliamentary system.
Yeah,
I heard an otherwise
well.
bright man,
We
very
have House of
intelligent
Representatives.
man. Yeah, we
Okay.
do. That's what happens when you have a presidential system with a bicameral legislature. But the well, I paid a lot for my degree. I want to use it whenever I can, and it's not often.
An aristocrat.
I like my meat rare. I'm glad you got that. So I heard an otherwise smart man say, you know what the good thing is about countries or in and around Europe is that they have many parties. The problem with the two-party system is that most of the thinking and deciding has been done for you already because you have these two parties and they do all the decision-making in terms of putting forward a candidate. And I'm like, I don't know where to begin telling you what's wrong with what you just said. Like, I'm not trying to be like, yeah, I can tell you the flaws in a two-party system. I can tell you the flaws in a multi-party system. And he did, to his credit, say no system is perfect. You're going to have their errors. But it's like, you can't have a presidential system in what you just described, a multi-party system. By definition, it wouldn't work. It would end up in endless fractionalization or factionalization. Pick a term, both fit. I just don't get it. You've got a party in power that only received 15, 20, 25% of the vote. Look how pissy people get when the electoral college vote decides the president and the popular vote went differently.
Yeah. In the one party gets fucking 34%, the other two parties get 33%. The party that wins and gets in power had 66% of people vote against them. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. And the positive thing that he put forward is, okay, yeah, but that forces parties to work together to compromise. That is the most optimistic spin you can put on it. And I agree, that is the intention. The reality of how that plays out is that the parties compromise their platform, and the smaller party that is just attaching itself to the larger party completely compromises its platform in order to have a say in policy. So in other words, if you voted for that smaller party, you might as well have voted for the larger one because they're becoming a de facto membership of that group. That's the reality of a parliamentary system. And most of the decision-making has been taken out of your hands. What the fuck did you think the primaries were for?
I mean, there's a lot I don't understand about it. Most of all is how it's called the House of Commons when everyone in it is anything but common.
Nice. The House of Lords, on the other hand, aptly named.
I mean, you buy into a lordship just like I did for £56. Lord of Glencoe, what's up?
I think one of your countrymen and one of ours, because his mother was American, said it the best. Democracy is the worst system devised by the mind of man of governance, except for every other one. Winston Churchill.
Yeah, there's a lot of little tidbits like that, isn't there? Animals never had a war. Go vegan, do epic shits. Just because someone said it doesn't mean I agree with it, but very nice sound bites.
Humans are the only animals who blush or need to.
Oh, that's nice. Huh.
Actually, that was Mark Twain.
Up until you see a fish blush, then you're like, fucking have it, Mark. So, Sinatra, Fallout will never be set anywhere but America, says Bethesda boss Todd Howard. Despite that there was recently a player-made mod, Fallout London, which, I mean, it's just a mod, but it will always be in America, which I find a shame. I'd like to see it around the world.
We had... Wait, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, like Fallout England would be a good shout. Fallout...
Wasn't that 28 days later?
Actually, I think it's just 2024 at the moment, mate. And maybe like Fallout India, where it just looks exactly the same as it does now. But it's never going anywhere else. That's news.
That's good. I'm happy about that.
Okay. It's very much an American thing, isn't it? There was an interesting. I think it's in.
What's the difference between Fallout England and Fallout Baghdad?
Well, because that's just how Baghdad looks.
Like JFK said, it just does that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There are English people. There's an English guy in Fallout 4, I think, because it's set on the East Coast, is it not? Which suggests that, I mean, because this is 200 years after the war, so that, because of his accent, suggests that he did actually, like, some mad lad got on a fucking boat, crossed the irradiated glowing sea to come to America, which kind of suggests that England is a little bit better off than America as well. Maybe didn't get hit by so many of the bombs. Maybe they weren't involved in the war as such. It more fell to a resource war. But a worldwide Fallout thing, that could be interesting. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on with the other countries. They obviously still exist from the diversity of accents.
Yeah, maybe, but I also don't give a shit.
Fair enough. Moving on. Portal connects New York and Dublin via live stream. Have you guys seen this?
Dude, yes. This is the one thing I have seen over the week. This and the fact that Kuwait has just turned into a dictatorship are the two things I had seen over the weekend, and this had fucking killed me.
They did put it in the worst part of Dublin as well.
Isn't that where she is, Kuwait?
Yeah.
That's in Ireland.
Okay. Kuwait?
No.
Yes, Kuwait, Ireland. Yeah. No, Dublin is in Ireland. But you see,
we're talking about two separate things.
Okay. You see the.
I know that's the comedy. Why'd you stop it?
You see the video of these people in New York.
Who's on first?
And they're all doing the thing of fucking doing the little heart shape and everything, and then someone in Dublin just holds up a photo of the Twin Towers on fire.
I saw that.
Oh my god!
And I saw someone was holding up blacked raw to Dubai.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did anyone think this was a good idea?
You know, they thought people were just going to do cute little TikTok dances in the screen. No.
Certainly not.
No.
Man gets realistic picture of his boat painted on fence intended to hide it. Right. So I think it was a homeowners association or something like that. You know, the dicks that are said your boat that you're repairing in your driveway is fucking ugly, and you need to get a fence or a gate or something to cover it up. So he did, and he just painted the fucking boat on it.
That is absolutely amazing. Dude, I saw a real interesting debate about HOAs on Twitter between a couple viewers of mine. And the one guy, he's a cool dude, but he said, I'm in favor of HOAs because it keeps the neighborhood from looking like shit. And the girl they were going back and forth, and he goes, you know what? You can have crackheads at your house. I'll pay the $200.
I guess when you put it like that, I don't know. But I
was like, you know what? Maybe, actually.
There's your neighborhood looking like shit, and then also saying, like, you fucking trash cans are 1.5 feet away from the curb, you asshole. You're being fined. Like, giving someone the power to say you're not allowed to live here anymore because we don't like the colour of your front door is just too much. But I love the malicious compliance here of painting the boat on his fence. Like, oh, all right, I'll put up a fence. You ain't going to like it. Absolute
I just
mad
realized
lad.
I forgot to say this earlier. I hope you're doing better, Alan. That fucking sucks. Knee replacement is no joke.
Damn right.
Well, thankfully, he has got a thrice weekly AAA meeting to look forward to. We're going to look after you, Alan, as long as you look after yourself. Best goddamn show online. EasyJet passenger wears 13 shirts, 5 undies, and 6 pairs of pants to swerve bag fee. Another absolute fucking mad lad right here, ladies and gentlemen.
See, this doesn't seem worth it to me. You're going to be so fucking uncomfortable.
Agreed, but it was £48 to transport the clothes he'd bought from the Middle Aisle in Lidl. Do you guys know the mystery aisle? The middle of Lidl?
No.
You have Aldi over there, don't you? You have Lidl as well? Lidl tend to pop up wherever Aldi is. But it's when it's the mystery aisle.
We have Aldi's, not Lidl.
You don't have Lidl? They have. Well, I mean, Aldi have the mystery aisle as well. It's where you go in to get some mushrooms and a lettuce, and you come out with an orbital sander because you never know what's going to be in the middle aisle. And he found all of these clothes in the middle aisle in Lidl. Fucking instead he chucked on his whole wardrobe and then stripped off on the plane. So he wasn't actually uncomfortable, Sin. He just wore the clothes through the gate and then took them off on the plane. Fucking fantastic work.
Oh, shit. Fuck. 12 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I totally dropped the ball on this.
You got it.
Oh, and it was Winston Churchill, too. With there we go.
One and only.
At any rate, that is what we're going to try to do.
Sounds like an American. Gamer Blaine, thank you for the 350. Oh, the victim was in the Air Force. She first tried to kill him in Germany, then again when he was transferred to Tucson. He was a service member too.
Who?
What the guy that the lady was bleach pouring?
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
He was in the Air Force. She first tried to kill him when in Germany, and then again when he was transferred to Tucson, Arizona. Fuck.
Jeez.
Like, were there massive benefits coming? Is she just out of her fucking mind? What?
Little column A, little column B, I think. The thing is, she was also smart. Like, doing it in Germany didn't work there. She's like, I won't try it again until we're in a different country. Can't be charged for the same crime twice. Maybe.
Well, not murder. Attempted murder, you sure as fuck can.
None of it adds up, what I'm saying. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no, it's a good point. It's not... The additional information is not going to make this okay. Yeah.
No, certainly not. But here's some information that, well, probably, I didn't know until earlier. Someone punched Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You did?
I just heard it happened. That's
the last
literally it.
Celebrity punching I heard was fucking Rick Moranis. Remember that? He was just walking along and someone just clocked him as they walked past him. Like, who punches Rick Moranis? And now,
the Keymaster?
The Keymaster!
Fuck.
The guy who shrunk his kids.
Right, yeah.
And now Steve Buscemi. I mean, I hope your celebrities are okay. Should we sing Imagine for them? Make them feel better during this trying time?
Because we know the near magical powers that song has. Why would you punch Steve Buscemi? He's awesome.
I don't know. Like, fucking... Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, Dark Helmet. Good call. You punched Dark Helmet? What's wrong with you?
Punch the Dark Helmet. Who punches Rick Moranis? Who punches Steve Buscemi? It's like some fucking kicking Mr. Rogers in the nuts.
Right. Like Clooney, I could understand. I wouldn't even question it. It's like,
please, yeah, I'll pay you.
You wanted to see his head bobble back and forth, just faster, so you punched him. I'd get it. But Buscemi? Fuck.
Who punches Steve Buscemi? Jesus Christ. Dozens of Colorado dairy farm workers monitored for bird flu symptoms. That's it, guys. We're back into it. It's pandemic o'clock again. These are, these indeed are cows. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the cows, not the dairy workers. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, we want to make it clear right here, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
We're back into it, guys. We've had our time off. Let's go on, heads down. Back into the pandemic, please. You've had your time off. It's time to worry again. Thank you very much. But it ain't just the dairy farm workers that are the only victims here, Polly. It's cow cuddlers. Yeah, the people who cuddle cows.
I was thinking about looking into a new line of work, but
yeah.
Wait a minute, is this one of the things they do for the Wagyu special cows?
Well, yeah, they give them little fucking what's it called?
A little bit of affection.
Affirmational hug
rounds. Yeah.
Give me a little squeeze.
You're the best cow you can be. They get to hear an affirmational statement every morning.
You're gonna make someone very full.
Tea tree oil massage. I don't even know what tea tree oil is, but they get one of those.
Not anymore, man.
Do they
Not
really?
Not anymore. But looking at the photo, though, I'm guessing goats are okay. Maybe this woman just don't know what a cow is.
Especially in India.
Stop touching my food, woman. What the fuck? Leave him alone. Christ, just tell it. You're going to be food. Don't fucking give it some false hope or anything. I want to eat it. Bumble's Whitney Wolf Heard says your dating AI concierge will soon date hundreds of other people's concierges for you. Yet we're not even dating anymore, guys. Our AI is going to take care of it. AI is going to chat with other AI and let you know if you like someone.
Dude, I see shit like this, and I am so grateful I'm not on the market. I wouldn't even know how to...
Yeah, you've been doing a bit of cow cuddling yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to go about this shit.
I think
I know what a
prefer
concierge is. I know what AI is. What does your AI concierge do? We'll soon date hundreds of other people's concierges.
Think of it as like having an agent.
Do you have a wartime concierge?
I only have a romance concierge.
If I had a wartime concierge, a Sicilian, I wouldn't be in this mess. I hear you.
Think of it as like having like not like a talent agent, but an agent for romantic liaisons. And they're going to go.
What does it do? Search the database for someone that's compatible with you?
I mean, they're effectively doing the spiel, the bants, the patter on your behalf with someone else's AI concierge, and then that.
Oh, it's what you do on a first date. You send a representative, not you.
Pretty much, yeah. Except no. I just meet someone in a bar, I guess, is a good start as well. Maybe like join some clubs, get a hobby.
Your name alone turns me off, lady.
Internet dating.
Whitney Wolf Herd.
And this is also written by Eleanor
sound
Pringle.
Like you run Theranos.
Eleanor Pringle brought us this wonderful article right here. This is where technology's going right now, guys. I think I'd rather date the AI than anyone who's using AI to date me. Speedy window cleaner breaks world record at competition. Oh, it's a new world record, ladies and gentlemen. How fast can you clean these 3 windows? The answer is fucking fast. Get in there. Right, no, number 1, done. On to number 2. Right, fucking... She's squeegeeing as she cleans, Polly. Boom. Number 3, get in there. Fucking sorted.
You know what? I appreciate this.
That is what we're going to try to do.
Then...
Sweet.
And then, not right at the end, right? She did not neglect the windowsill. Right at the end there. Boom!
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I am very persnickety about my my windows on my vehicle being clean. So I appreciate this. I do.
That's great. I really hope as well that the independent adjudicators from the Guinness Book of World Records came in and made sure there were no smears. Otherwise, it didn't count.
I was assuming that was part of it. Like when advocates said, I see streaks disqualified. I'm wondering, like, is that... You'd have to imagine that's part of it, right? Like if you leave, like, maybe not streaks, but moisture, if you didn't get all of it in your pattern or whatever. Remember when we were looking at, like, the brick building competition?
Yeah, the bricklaying,
right? Stuff like this that's, like, skillful. I'm impressed. It's like, that's cool. It's an actual skill, as opposed to, like, I could hold 7 plates and recite the Night Before Christmas backwards. Like, fuck off.
David Rush, yeah. This is Alicia Burrows, 33 years old, and the apple of her father's eye. Cleaned the 3 45-inch by 45-inch windows while competing in the, now get this, Manchester Cleaning Show. Oh, where was I? God damn it.
You fucked up.
I did, man, didn't I? Like, I could have got headhunted. Like, fucking, I'll be sat there in a plush restaurant getting a job interview from someone, but I didn't get the job because I put pepper on my food before I tried it. But at least I would have been wooed. She beat the record for fastest window cleaner female by 0.15 seconds. So very, very close as it was.
Oh,
but my
damn,
favorite.
Bryce. Jesus.
I wonder if she can clean the dishes as well. Jesus Christ, Bryce. And on to our titular article of the evening, ladies
Real quick, before you do that, from
on.
Winston Churchill, thank you for the 350.
Oh, yeah.
We great British mallards are not spreading any sort of bird flu. We blame the pigeons from the mainland.
Of course.
You can blame pretty much anything. Winston Churchill.
I blame the Swiss. Today's AAA meeting number 487 is brought to you by the tagline, Dr. Whomst is it for then? Because, sorry straight white men, Doctor Who was never made just for you.
Okay, then don't get mad when we don't watch it.
No, and it's not doing very well as well, because this is the new Doctor right here. This is Nkuti Gatwa. Right.
A classic chant of feminism is, it's not always about you. You're doing a stunning impression of making me think it is. You addressed this article to me and people like me specifically. Why? I didn't even know that this was... Sorry, straight white men. Thank you for telling me I live rent-free in your head, lady I didn't know existed before right now.
Well, it's not only that, but when it fails, and it will, they'll be like, well, straight white men just they were just racist for not watching it. Well, I thought it wasn't for me, so which one is it? I don't know what you want here.
I mean, it depends on what you kind of define failing as here. Dr. Whomst isn't ever going anywhere. It's a flagship show for the BBC. Following the Jodie Whittaker season as well, people really didn't like her or the writing surrounding it either. It got very in-your-face woke.
The thing is, when it doesn't do as good as they expect it to,
yeah,
they're going to go, well, it's because the people didn't watch it because they're racist or sexist. It's like, no, you said it wasn't for me, so I didn't watch it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah. And not just, I mean, they've put, I think he's got like a transgender assistant as well, and I mean, you're just laying on a bit thick here, aren't you guys?
Back with the Comicsgate thing, there's your boy Zach, Richard Meyer. He made this observation again and again. He was somebody who served in the Army, and then he got out, and then when he went back in, he went in the Marines. So the man who served, he did multiple tours. And so he thinks of things along military lines, right? And you go after critical nodes of infrastructure when you're attacking somewhere. And he was involved in the further on aspects of the operation for the 03 invasion of Iraq. He was there at Fallujah 2 and so on. Anyway, critical nodes of infrastructure, because for those of you who don't do military speak, is you go after water reclamation plants. You go after communication hubs. Because you don't just like attack a building, a random building, because what's that going to get you? You go after like these really critical aspects. And he goes, this is what happens when he's a comic writer as well, right? He goes, notice how they want Iron Man to be Ironheart, a female. They want this person to be this person. People are always asking, why don't they just create their own characters? He goes, isn't it obvious to you? They're going after critical nodes of cultural infrastructure. They go after the main things. They want to take the thing that already exists and gender flip it, gender swap it, sexual orientation swap it. And it's like, well, why don't you just tell your own story? Because that's not good enough and they don't want that. They have to go after the main.
Work done for them.
Yeah, they want the main thing. Because when they flip that, it's like they don't want to have to build an awareness and a sensitivity and a sympathy for the characters that already exist there. Like you said, they want to graft it onto their main idea. So they go after these main nodes of culture. It's like, well, if you can get Spider-Man to be a gay, black, lesbian male in a wheelchair or whatever, you're winning. As opposed to having to generate that to begin with. And it's like, that was like 5 years ago when he was talking that stuff. And but you make that great point. You know, it's like Drunken, where you say it's not going anywhere. There's no way Doctor Who's ever going anywhere. It's a mainstay. No. Yeah, and they know that. That's exactly why. Yeah. He's going to be a woman, and we're going to get this guy who looks like he's. I'm just going to say it. This looks like an ad on a gay website. That was not the most manly pose.
Yeah, that is a Grindr profile pic right there, mate.
Right, and I'm not trying to judge him. I'm sure, okay, he's straight as hell, whatever. That was a bad. That's just not.
Oh no, he's gay. He's gay.
What gets me is
I believe you, because looking at that, it's you do look like a gayer.
I know plenty of gay dudes who just are dudes, like they're just existing and happen to be gay. They don't make it their entire personality.
No, and you wouldn't want to pick a fight with them because you think they're a fairy because you get your ass kicked. There's plenty of, you know what I mean? Yeah,
they know how to dance fight.
So you had to get a gay black male to be the Doctor. Of course you did. And I don't think it's going anywhere, because why create an original thing? There really isn't a point. It's obvious the tactic.
It's how they go about it. It's what happens after. I mean, there was, I think, with the Doctor Whomst of Gallifrey, Gallifreyans, Gallifreysians. It's not like you when you regenerate, you can come back whatever. And I think that's pretty canon. But it's the way that they did it. They had one of the Gallifreysians regenerate from a man to a woman, and then the first thing she says, like, oh, thank goodness I'm a woman now. Oh, being a man, there was just so much ego in there. It's like the first thing you did was shit on half the fucking population of the goddamn planet right there. And then you're still expecting people to go like, oh, that was good, wasn't it?
Thank God I'm a woman. I'm not sure what happened to my ambition or common sense, but it's wonderful.
Thank God I'm a woman, even though I can't publicly state what that is.
Whereas, what's her name? The bitch from Green Wing. For some reason, she's got like a Spanish fucking something Gomez, I think it is. And she, the master, regenerated as her, this actress, and she was fucking phenomenal, Polly. She was great, but that's because it wasn't, ha, I'm a woman. I mean, look at
that's
right
what I always
this
end up
photo
thinking.
Right
It's like,
I'd argue this show
plenty of
has always
feminist
been...
superheroes out there. Why not go with someone who's like a great actor, and then you unintentionally get... Ellen Ripley was not a feminist superhero. She's just a great character, but no one wants to reference it because she's not talking about how I beat the alien, not the man. That would have ruined her character because what would she care?
And this is the go-to comment for these things as well. And I always see it with like the likes of The Boys. It's Always Sunny and everything. Whenever, I mean, Always Sunny is great because it pokes fun at fucking everyone, and I think The Boys does as well. But people they ignore the bits that they don't like. You see, at least on the far left, they go, no, that wasn't making fun of me. That was making fun of you. So right here it says underneath the caption underneath the photo, I'd argue that the show has always been socially progressive and inclusive. No, that's what they say. That's what they say. If there's an episode that comes on, you go, well, that was weird that they did that, wasn't it? They go, the show has always been political. No, it hasn't. It's been about fucking entertainment, mate, for all this time until you have what you have. And I quote, an unapologetically queer black Doctor Who. We're not asking him to apologise. We're asking him to do his fucking job and act. If Neil Patrick Harris...
unapologetic. If you're... I'm sorry, was there a strain of homophobia in the fandom of Doctor Who?
Because it was... no one ever even needed to speak about it before, you know?
That's it. It makes the perfect headline, or it makes that headline make perfect sense. Sorry, white man. It's like you're living in a different world than the rest of us.
Well, I mean, they're living in...
Before you go to bed, check the closet. The white supremacy might be in there.
Yeah. The supremacy is you, mate. The phone call's coming from inside the house, woman. But it doesn't matter.
Right, yeah.
Because it wasn't made for us.
Like this, it's like, I just don't get it. Okay. True Detective Season 2, Sin, right? You got Taylor Kitsch's character. He's, I guess you could describe him as unapologetically gay. He's gay, yes. It's definitely part of his character and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess technically.
But it didn't take away from the character. It didn't take away from the show. And there's nothing to yak about if you're one of these type of news entertainers. There's no articles to write.
I think another example of that is Mark's best friend in Invincible. I believe in the comics he wasn't gay, was he?
No, he was.
Oh, was he? But but it wasn't.
They made it a reveal later in the show that he was, or later in the comics that he was gay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was never like his whole character, and even in the show, it's not.
But see, that's it done correctly. Look, it's okay to have diversity, as you put it, and everything. Hell. I mean, look, I won't go so far as to celebrate it, but look, if art is meant to be representative of real life, then yeah, sure, why the fuck not? But also, don't make it like your character's two-dimensional. If anything, fucking gay people should find that offensive. More than anyone else. Be like, why is their whole thing just that they are gay? Or that, this doctor, the whole thing, there's gonna be a thing about him, like, going back to fucking slavery times in America in Doctor Who. It's gonna happen. Like, the one reason I don't like Ben Sisko, Polly, is because of that one fucking episode. And the one as well.
Yeah, I know the one. We have divergent opinions on it. It was,
but then
Avery
Star
Brooks,
Trek...
who's no slouch when it comes to civil rights and not being anyone's punk. He's the one who wrote it, and I don't really think there's a problem with it. I think the way he got fucking owned by his own wife. I think the only problems that exist today are the ones we make for ourselves, Ben. He owned them. And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm the one who keeps this thing going, aren't I?
But then you also get that if you go, I don't like that. Oh no, it was just too in your face with the politics of it. That's where. But Star Trek's always been about politics. Get the fuck out of my face. And you may now consider yourself newsed.
Good news.
Thank you, Sin. That means a lot. Should we have a game? Should we have a brand new game?
Sure.
Yeah, boy. Right. So, hang on. I should probably share this with you guys first because, let's face it, you are kind of key components of the game right here, especially you, Polly.
Well, great.
All right. I was expecting a thank you, maybe a round of applause, but whatever. I was being inclusive.
And it warmed my heart.
Bringing a mentally disabled onto the stream. We're going to play a brand new game here, ladies and gentlemen. It is called Normative Determinism. You see, there's a theory.
Sounds exclusionary. What are you talking about?
No. There is a theory that people with certain names will kind of gravitate towards certain occupations or situations.
Jeeves and whatnot. Yeah, sure.
Right. So this is people. Yeah, like Jeeves being a butler, for instance. But really, this is more people's names being descriptive of the occupation or indeed situation that they have. And your job is to guess what the name is. Right. So here's your first one. It is dog named blank shoots owner in foot. Call it out if you think you know what it is.
Bullseye.
It's not bullseye, but you got the spirit of the game right there, Polly.
Target?
Not target.
Trigger.
It is indeed Trigger. Dog named Trigger shoots owner in foot.
I was going off of knowledge of Westerns from the horse named Trigger. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Very good, very good. Also, YouTube, I would like to make clear that he is saying Trigger, even though it was with a hard R.
Okay. I mean, look how sorry he looks. Doesn't he?
He does, but he's still a good boy.
Of course he is. Look at him. He knows what he did, and he's sorry.
We had Kara Soldier with pistol. Bryce with Winchester. That's good. Shadowcat with bullet and Advocatus with Hunter. And Frankie Della with Hunter as well. Good answers, but not quite right. That is a point to Polly. And due to the points from the game previous, it's 2 apiece. On to the next one. Eric Blank defends difficult stagecoach set after fans walked out of gospel-inspired performance. Gospel-inspired performance.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus?
I mean the names
No,
that
good, but
the
not
names
right.
I'm coming up with are way too obvious.
I mean that. Yeah,
Eric,
go for it.
Eric Christ? No.
It's not Christ, no. But it's K Show in the chat. For the chat is Eric Church. 1 point to the chat.
How's it?
Okay, I get the game. Yeah,
I don't
get
get
the
this
game?
stagecoach set. I'm like, those are stained glass windows. I don't understand how this is stagecoachy.
yeah. We went the same direction.
No, okay. Right. That's
I
why I
guess
repeated
that
gospel.
is.
That's why I repeated gospel-inspired performance. But it's okay. It's all right because it's chat with 1, Sinatra and Polly with 2 apiece. On to the next one. Dr. Donald R. Blank, MD, a colon and rectal surgeon practicing in Houston, Texas.
Butts.
Ass.
Butts, Polly.
Fuck yes.
Straight in there because butts is always the answer. Fantastic. Donald Butts. Best goddamn show online, ladies and gentlemen. Right, number 4. Oh, sorry, number 3. Yeah, number 3. No, number 4. This is the BBC weather in association with the Met Office. It is Sarah Blank.
Showers.
Stormy.
Not stormy, not showers.
Rain.
Rains.
Not rain, not rains. Think colder.
Snow.
Not snow.
Sarah Blizzard. Ha!
Sinatra with the point. Sarah Blizzard, always destined to become a meteorologist. Although your tits could do with getting a bit bigger there, Sarah. On to number 5.
Wow.
This is PC Rob Blank for the Avon and Somerset Police.
Chief.
It's not Rob Chief. I gotta admit, like for some of these, I was really fucking giggling when I found them.
Rob Thought Police.
It's not. No.
Oh.
Constable.
I gotta give it to
1984.
Mike Savage in the chat. It is Rob Banks.
No.
Okay.
He went the opposite way. You were supposed to become the chosen one, not join them.
I appreciate his Hitler Youth haircut. Looking good.
Yeah.
Looking good. Looks like an iced gem. On to number 6. And this is my personal favourite. This is a journalist at a gas station here. And his name is Blank Blank. I don't think you're going to get it, but I had to include it because this is amazing. It is Phil.
Phil Tank?
Phil
It's not Phil Tank.
Erup or something like that.
No.
Phil Erup.
Phil Erup.
Phil-
That's great.
Yeah, it's not Tank because I can see the length of the name, so I'm trying to think longer.
I think, yeah, good thinking, good thinking. I don't think you're gonna get it. I don't think you're gonna get it.
I'm trying to think of longer words that mean tank. Reservoir? Like, yeah, I got
Phil
receptacle?
Reservoir, yeah. So, the Zombie Teddy with Phil Me Up, Shadowcat with Phil Tankersley, Slythers Phil Motor, but it is actually Big Dro, Phil McCann.
Can I get 1 point for Phil?
You do not get 1 point for Phil.
Can I please have 1 point for Phil?
No, because this way it is the chat with 3, Polydub with 3, and Sinatra with 3, which brings us to a tiebreaker, and the most important tiebreaker we have ever had on this show, guys. Honestly, Phil McCann, I was crying when I found this. My
Well, I'm
God.
glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, at least I did. Right, on to our tiebreaker then, ladies and gentlemen. And this one, we've got it all to play for right here. This is for all the marbles. Are you ready? Of course you're ready. Right, so this is Firefighter Lieutenant Les blank.
Structure fire.
It is not.
Burning.
I'm going to give it to you. It is Les McBurney.
Oh, nice.
Which means at the end of our game of normative determinism, it's a joint silver medal between the Polydub and the chat. But this Monday Smarty Pants worth 4 points, as Sinatra says. Well done, Sin.
Thank you.
I see not St. Michael, Rotten Corpse in there says McBurney, so did Corrupt Hero. You fucking cheating shits. There's no way you were going to get that. Neil Masaki says, holy shit, Phil McCann is from Stockport, where I live. My God! Tell him he is now famous for the news, but actual good news on the AAA meeting instead of whatever bullshit TV channel he was on. I'm going to say the BBC. Should we have a couple of questions before we get out of here, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. People in the chat, if you have any questions for myself, Polybobs, or the Silent Sin, whack them in the chat and we'll get through as many as we possibly and humanly can. Sinatra?
No.
Sinatra?
No.
Yeah, he said
Polly.
no. He's refusing.
Polly?
What? Yep.
Oh, God, thank God. If you'd have said no, I'd be like, for fuck's sake. Do you have anything that you might like to, I don't know, let the chat know of anything that you got up to, anything that maybe they should go and watch?
Look at Noir Bars that we did last, well, I keep saying Friday. Oh, yeah, okay, that we did last Friday and then Saturday morning, which reminds me of something. We are moving up the time of Noir Bar going forward. We will now, by popular demand, and it really is by popular demand, we're going to be opening the bar at 11:30, not 12:30. So we're moving on because people want their liquor and they're lining up and they're pounding on the door and it's getting to be a thing. So, yeah.
It truly is
So
a
you're
happy hour.
actually starting at like 1?
Yeah. I did. One way or another, we're starting an hour earlier and you're still going to complain? Fuck. Come on. Yeah, we'll be starting an hour earlier. And mostly that's from our internationalisms people's. Because we got people from all over the world watching, especially Brits and Aussies, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's so late!"
Go hand in
I finally
hand.
caught it. Yeah, they'll say, "Well, hey, I finally caught this one live. I never get to catch them live. I'm just up late tonight, etc." And moving up by an hour and juggling 3 different schedules, we were able to. Yeah, that's about the best we can do. So there it is.
No, it makes total sense, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
we won't be ending at like 5 o'clock in the morning anymore. It'll be more like 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah,
It makes all the difference, doesn't it? People get home to their ugly families. And Sin, I'm assuming you've had a busy weekend, so there's nothing going on for you there, bud.
You can check out the stream from last night if you want.
Yeah, I did.
I put up. Yes, I know you got.
You know I did. Yeah.
I also put up a video last week where I put 10 rules of dining, etiquette, and table manners. If you want to check that out too, that was pretty good.
There you go. That sounds good. You got Noir Bar from the weekend, and indeed coming up this weekend. And go and check out on the Sin and Sass channel, I believe it is, Sinatra's and Shelley's stream from last night. Molly Akami says, do you recognise the bleach in the coffee? I do not recognise the bleach in the coffee. Alan says, love you guys. We love you, Alan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was worried it was just me then. Like everyone's just like, I'm fond of him, but it's not gay. Where's Festonia tonight, by the way? Off doing gay things.
Festonia's here.
Is he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe he is gay.
Numerous comments. There was one just. Don't you watch chat on your own show?
I do. No, I do. Yeah. But I mean, I can't. Obviously, I've got many plates being spun. At the same time.
Well, again, I just noticed Eating Ass right there. This was one of my top 5 favorite names on YouTube. Eating Ass, go fuck yourself. Fucktard 5.
Fucktard 5. Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah, that's a top name. That is. I like Knights of the Diamond Spoon.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's a fucking winner.
Yeah. Right, Dave G says, do you recognise the bodies in the gay TARDIS? Shit, no. Zombie Teddy says, why no guests for a long time? It has been a while, guys. We should talk about having an extra on at some point. Who was our last guest?
Fun.
Scribe? Oh, no, it was Shelley, wasn't it? We had a guest last week, mate. What are you on about? It was
She
Shelley.
doesn't count. She's kind of a staple.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Oh, yeah, maybe we'll talk about it. What? Are we not enough for you, Zombie Teddy? Are we not enough for you? Shrifel says, Drunken, I'm late, but what happened to the career video? I didn't get to finish it and it vanished. It got taken down for copyright, I'm afraid. It got up to... We had a good one. If peak concurrent was over 100 as well. We hovered around that for a while. So it was a good night, but unfortunately you could only watch it live or very early on Saturday morning, which is a shame because it was an absolute winner. And I say again, I was doing North Korea a service by giving the English translation of the commentary. I don't know what their fucking problem is, to be honest. Actually, I know what their problem is. Right? You're over-surveyed and your leader's too fat. Right, that is it then, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go putting salt on your dinner without trying it just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island, with news and banter that will make you literally die. In between then and all of this week, you can find me over on twitch.tv/drunkenplays for some epic gamage. Tomorrow's Technology Tuesday, which is Fallout. Wednesday is Wilderness Wednesday, which is Fallout. Thursday, nothing happens because I work late. Friday, Fantasy Friday with Baldur's Gate 3. And Saturday, Survival Saturday with Fallout 4. And of course, Sunday is the Jackbox Games, of which everyone is welcome to come and play. Just don't draw any swastikas because it was a fucking harrowing experience last night. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to catch up with everything that's happened over on twitch.tv/DrunkenPlays, you can go over to the YouTube archive channel, Drunken Plays, by following that link right there. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to my esteemed co-hosts, The Silent Sin and Polydub. Thank you for the generous donations. And don't watch Dr. Whomst. It isn't made for you.